This is the beautiful Admiral 55 metre. She's built by Admiral, who are part of the Italian Sea Group. She's brand new, delivered in 2023, making her world debut here at the Monaco Yacht Show. She's a 55 metre yacht, but she's super sleek, quite slender as well. Only an 8.6 metre beam, which is relatively narrow for a boat of this size, so she's designed to be efficient. She has interior design by the House of Giorgio Armani. She has an owner's cabin on the main deck and 5 further guest cabins on the lower deck. There's a lot to see on this yacht. I can't wait to show you around. Let's get going. I'm Jack Haines. Welcome to YachtBuyer. Before we start the tour, if you want to make sure you never miss any of our super yacht tours, subscribe to the channel now. Hit subscribe, hit the bell icon, and you'll never miss a thing. I actually want to start on the sun deck. It's not often the way we do things, but it's such a great space on this boat. I just want to show it to you as soon as possible. So back here, not all that remarkable. You know, it's quite narrow because she is a beamy boat, but you've got some space for some freestanding furniture here. I do like the fact that you've got this gap here. You've got this almost spoiler effect. But there's no glass in there, it's just an open gap, so you get some natural light coming into this space. But what I really want to show you is if we swing round past this really neatly integrated bar area here, is this hot tub. It's such a cool design. When you come up the steps, the first thing your eye sees is this window here where you've got the water bubbling away. They've inset bar stools inside the tub, marble topped of course, so you can draw yourself up to use this beautiful bar area here. Really easy access through this staircase at the forward end, and you've got space for a couple more sun loungers right forward. But this is the place to be. From up top on the party deck then, I think we should drop down a deck to the foredeck where we can go and check out the helipad. We're up on the foredeck now, and there's a lot going on here because, as you can see at the moment, it's set up as a lounging space. You've got these nice sunbathing areas down here with a bit of shade set up overhead. But as you can probably tell from the H etched into the teak below me, this is also where a touch and go helicopter landings can take place. And underneath this space, this entire hatch lifts up and you have the tender garage. So the jet skis and the tender live in this section of the boat, leaving space aft for a beach club and the crew cabin. Moving aft, even more sunbathing space here, not underneath the protection of the canopy, so you know this is a really nice place to lap up the sun. As you drop down, you have this Portuguese bridge running in front of the bridge itself, and this is a big wet bar here, so you can serve guests who are using this living area up here really easily from right forward. Makes it a lot easier for the crew. Talking of crew, you also have access into the bridge from here. There's doors on both sides to the bridge, and you have wing stations on both sides as well, so when they're in use these flip up and the skipper has this great view down the side of the boat forward and aft so that they can moor the boat from either side depending on what type of berth they're in. We're now walking past the upper saloon. You can get an impression of how large the glass is here. It's sort of taller than me. You'll also spot the really nice curvature on the glass. There are no hard angles here, and again it draws more light into that upper saloon, which we'll have a look at in a moment. It's a great bar area here. It's a real fixture of this deck. As you can see, you've got the big round table here, very sociable, great for dinner, great for drinks. But yeah, fantastic bar space, and all of this marble is backlit as well, so at night it looks really, really special. You have the Giorgio Armani logo in the middle of the table here. You can't miss it. You have this all over the boat as well. See if you can spot them. They're dotted all over the place. And then right aft you have yet more nice relaxed lounging area. You know, bit of shade overhead, and connects really well to that bar area and the upper saloon. And of course you've got the nice sweeping staircase down onto the main deck below as well. From here we can head forward and move inside on this bridge deck. You have sliding doors obviously, and you can see the backlighting effect of the bar. They've obviously got it on inside here, so this is what the whole thing will look like at night when it's dark outside. That would look fabulous, and I love the way that they've got the drinks bottles arranged here at sort of head height. Looks great. Cigar humidor down here, champagne fridge. Really, really lovely stuff. And again, those House of Armani touches. You've got the silk wall panelling here. Really nicely integrated day head up on this deck. Really, really beautifully done. And then we have the central staircase that winds all the way down to the lower deck, again with this lovely blue silk panelling. You're reminded of the sea everywhere on this yacht, and this panelling throughout really does embolden that effect. There's going to be a few beeps because we're moving towards the bridge, but I did want to show you because, of course, you want to see what the brains of the operation looks like. Fabulous space this. Look at the steering wheel. It's really small, but it's, again, you've got the Armani logo in there, and then the more business-like stuff, the screens up top feeding the skipper all the information that they need to run this yacht when the boat's on passage. In terms of performance, I mentioned that relatively narrow beam. She's also all aluminium, so again, she's relatively light for her size. She's designed for efficient cruising. She's got a pair of 1900 horsepower Caterpillar engines for a top speed of approximately 20 knots, but at 11 knots, she's going to cover 3,500 nautical miles. So you've got a really decent cruising range on the yacht. From here on the bridge then, let's head down and have a look at the main deck. Up here in the cockpit then, you have this really nice relaxed lounging area here with a mix of sofas and then just pure sun pad right aft, and you've got some good coverage here from this really big overhang. Obviously it's inset with lighting, so you've got a nice amount of artificial lighting down here at night. You've got boarding gates on both sides as well, so if you're side two, it's very easy to get on and off from this part of the yacht. But what I really want to show you is this area here. I love the way these doors open automatically. Obviously they've got that curved shape to them, and that fits perfectly with the round table. Obviously those doors open to various different widths. You can have them fully open if you want. So if you're dining at night and you want to get the air in and you want a sort of better view of your surroundings, you can really open those doors up, or they've just closed silently behind Ed as he came in. It works really nicely. And you've got round tables throughout, round dining tables, and I think that's really nice. It's really sociable. If you're playing a few games or having dinner or just having a few drinks, it's really nice. And the interior of this boat is all done by the House of Giorgio Armani, so the furniture you see, the panelling, that's all Armani. Super, super stylish, as you might well imagine. Really lovely mix of materials, silk panelling on the sides, marble underfoot, and really lovely carpets and wonderful furniture detailing as well. That is all from the House of Armani. It is incredibly stylish. Down this port side here, you have the galley. See, that's mainly for crew in there. It's a lovely spec though, and connected very well to the crew accommodation, as you would expect. Big television mounted here quite subtly into this bulkhead, but obviously that's well positioned so that those using these L-shaped sofas can see it really, really easily. This can also be partitioned off, so it's completely private from crew. And if we move forward on the starboard side, you have access out onto the starboard side deck, up a run of steps, and you're onto the foredeck where the helipad is. And then again, a real feature staircase here. This links all the decks, but this use of smoke glass is lovely. And again, you've got that sort of feeling of the sea throughout, these blues in the silk. Over on this side, you have access to the crew space. Then here to starboard, conveniently located on this deck, is another dayhead with a sliding partition door to make the most of the space. And then we're into the owner's cabin. There's a lovely bureau here on the right hand side, some shelf storage here. You can also partition this off here, so if the study's being used but you still want privacy in the bedroom, you can do that with that door. And again, it's just dripping with that Armani style. It is absolutely lovely. Full beam, enormous windows on both sides, and lots of lovely detailing, like the bed head here, the work on the wardrobes over there. You know, these are not just flat panels. Everything has interest and detail and really jumps out at you. That's a lovely spot over there, the chaise longue under the lamp, right under the window. Works very nicely. Of course, you've got a lovely big bed and more Giorgio Armani logos all over the place. Walk-in wardrobe here on the starboard side, and if we walk the other side of the bed, passing across this side, you have the TV mounted up on this wall here, and then forward of the bed, this space is split between the walk-in wardrobe that I mentioned and also the bathroom. And this is really striking, both for the use of marble and also the lighting and space in here. Twin sinks and a separate shower and toilet cubicle. It's a really beautiful space. Well, that's the owner's accommodation. Let's head to the lower deck and have a look where guests sleep. So it's down a run of steps onto the lower deck where we find 4 further guest cabins. This is one of 2 identical doubles, and they're a really impressive size. We're slightly forward here on the boat, and right forward you've got a lovely private ensuite, really amazing use of blue marble in there. And again, you've got this lovely silk panelling which disguises the storage spaces here. Double bed in these double cabins, obviously. Television mounted up on the wall here. And then if we push amidships, as I said, there's an identical cabin over that side. Then here we have identical twin cabins. We'll just duck into the port side one. Again, you can get a sense of the scale of these cabins, hopefully. More lovely Armani detailing, decent twin beds, and nice use of lighting again. Private AV, of course, and these also have their own private bathrooms. And then the star of the show on the lower deck of Silver Star is this VIP stateroom. It is just amazing. Would qualify as an owner's suite on many, many yachts. It's just vast. You've got the bed over to one side, which is really nice because it gives you a huge amount of floor space in the middle, room for a nice desk and some freestanding furniture over the other side. Again, the use of backlit marble reappears down here with this lovely feature wall, again with the Giorgio Armani emblem right in the middle. That's a really lovely detail. Again, you know, AV on the wall, all very nicely integrated. Another big walk-in wardrobe here with loads of hanging and drawer storage, and then of course a private bathroom. And again, we see this blue marble re-emerging, that connection to the sea that they're really keen to get across in this interior decor comes to the fore here. It's all the way up the shower cubicle. You've got a separate toilet here as well, twin sinks, another really beautifully executed cabin. From here then, though we can't shoot the crew space because it's in use, we can go to the engine room. So let's head there. Before we head into the machinery space, let's have a quick chat about the aft deck. It's got a nice long platform here, and there's a really cool effect where you have the teak running up the transom and going right up, disappearing up towards the cockpit there. And these are nice as well. You've got these benches right down at water level. They've got glass here as well, so you can lie here taking in the view with plenty of shelter as well from the buttresses either side. And we go through the central door, we'll end up in the machinery space. Before we get there though, this is a locker dedicated to sea bobs. There are none in there at the moment, but that's where the sea bobs live. They have their own locker just here on the port side. And on the starboard side, you have a day head. Again, that's a really sensible inclusion. You're right near the area where people are going to be jumping, swimming, enjoying the water toys. They can come in here and use the bathroom without going inside the yacht. And then right forward, we have access through this waterside door to the machinery space. So inside the machinery space, obviously we're surrounded by equipment, so there are things making noise all over the place. So I hope you can live with that. But I did want to show you this space because it's really professional feeling. Got these big Caterpillar engines either side of me, but they're sort of enveloped by this enormous machinery space that they sit within. It's quite a busy engine room. There's a lot of machinery in here, obviously, but it's immaculately laid out. And what you do notice is the layering of insulation. Obviously, she's designed to cruise efficiently, but also clearly designed to cruise very quietly as well. But a really professional machinery space down here. Thank you very much for watching that tour. If you enjoyed it, please do give the video a like. If you want to watch more Superyacht content, you can click up here to find that. And if you'd like to subscribe, please click here. Thanks for watching.